A very good morning to all. Welcome to science class. In the previous lecture, we have seen how there are different physical quantities and how there are different systems measuring them. Then we had learnt about how the standard units are measured and what is the way of their measurement. Now we will further study the topics in physics. Now we talk about motion. Basically, what is meant by motion? The action or process of moving or of changing place or position is termed as motion. So, your change in position is called motion. Now, what causes a change in motion? We have seen that a change occurs in the motion or the shape of body when a force acts on it. You can see how a sponge is shape has been changed. Now this work done creates a work is done when force acts on it. So this is how force causes change in motion. As we have seen that force causes change in motion. Now when there is change in motion, what exactly happens to the object we are going to study? It changes its position, and that change in position is called distance. Now the length of the route actually traversed by a moving body irrespective of direction is called the distance. You can see that from x to y is the actual path, y to z is the actual path. In distance, direction is not considered, hence distance is a scalar quantity. We have already learned that physical quantities are of two types, scalars and vectors. Scalars are those which are expressed by magnitude alone, and vectors are those which are expressed by magnitude as well as direction. Now a vector quantity has both magnitude and direction. For example, when we say an asteroid is moving towards the earth with a speed of 25 km per second. Now displacement is the minimum distance traversed by moving body in one direction from original point to reach the final point is called displacement. In displacement, both distance and direction are taken into account. Therefore, displacement is a vector quantity. The unit of measurement of distance and displacement is meter in SI and MKS system, and in CGS system it is said to be centimeter. And further we'll just study the difference between distance and displacement. Ranjit's house is at place A. The figure shows the distance traversed by Ranjit to reach his school at D. Now this is how the from home to school Ranjit has traversed the distance, which is going to be equal to AB, BC and CD. So this is when the distance is traveled, that is 1500 meters. However, on doing this, displacement was equal to AD. From A, Ranjit had reached to D. Ranjit's displacement from his house to school as shown in the picture with the broken line is AD. That means that was the minimum distance along a straight line from Ranjit's house to the school. The minimum distance traversed in a particular direction along a straight line is called the displacement. So the major difference between distance and displacement is distance is the value or the magnitude. Displacement is when we talk about the direction along with magnitude. Distance is the minimum distance traveling in which direction does not play a vital role. Now as we have seen that distance and displacement, now using distance and displacement we come to further two quantities, speed and velocity. The difference between distance and displacement is exactly same as speed and velocity. First, we will study in depth what is meant by speed. Speed is defined as the distance traveled in unit time. Now, the amount of distance traveled with respect to time is speed. So the formula for calculating speed is equal to distance upon time. As the definition says, distance traveled in unit time is called speed. So speed is equal to distance upon time. When we say that the speed of a car is 40 km per hour, there is no need to specify the direction. But to predict whether the storm will reach a particular place or not, mention of its direction is essential. Now, when we mention speed along with its direction, this is the concept of velocity. Velocity is the distance traversed, that is traveled across by a body in a specific direction in unit time. Now velocity and speed mean the same, but since velocity is calculated with respect to direction, the velocity of a body can be calculated by the following formula. Velocity is equal to displacement upon period of time required for the displacement. So this shows that speed is distance upon time and velocity is displacement upon time. As distance and displacement, distance is scalar, displacement is vector. Your speed is scalar and velocity is vector. I hope I am clear with the concept of distance, displacement, speed and velocity. Thank you.